candy that one time were unions. And I forgot which one was the old maid and which one was the burglar. But it was really clever. We still got pictures of that.
Burglar man who tried to rob a house. He opened up the window and he crept in like a mouse. He looked all around, were ready to hide till the folks had gone to bed. Said he, this looks like a pretty good place to rest my weary head. So under the bed the burglar crept, he laid up close to the wall. He didn't know it's an old maid's room, or he wouldn't have been there at all. She was wide awake and grabbed him by the neck. She didn't scream nor shout nor fall, she was just as calm as calm. Thank God, my prayers are answered, and at last I got a man. Now drew the revolver true, and to the burglar said, young man, if you don't marry me, I'll blow up the top of your head. The burglar looked around the room, there was no place to scoot. He thought of her teeth and her old glass eye, and he said, go ahead and shoot.
For the belly of the whale and dead, free your children from the fiery furnace, the good books to declare. Now, Lord, if you don't help me, for pity's sakes, don't you help that bear. He cut Mr. Bear at the right little swing. He put him a pretty good fight, but the bear locked his arms around him, and he held him a little too tight. The cootie lost his rudder. The bear held on to grim. Once more he cast his eyes to the skies, and this is the words he said to him. Oh Lord, did you deliver Daniel from the lion's den? Also deliver Jonah from the belly of the whale and dead. Free Hebrew children from the fiery furnace, the good books do declare. Now, Lord, if you don't help me, for pity's sakes, don't you help that bear.
How long have you been married?
Let's see. Well, Andy Carter.
72 years. Let's see. I think there's some kind of a story about Shine practicing his writing in the sand when he took her home one night.
Well, yes.
There's a lot of stories here. What did you write in the sand?
Well, I brought her home from town. I had a little card, and I said, well, I'm going to take you home. And she says, okay, you just go right ahead. So the next morning, she went up and she took her mother up. And she says, come out here, I've got something I want to show you. And so she came out there, and I had in her sand place, I wrote a little, I love you, Yvonne.
And what did he do?
So her mother said, okay, you can have that little lady. And so she finally gave it to me.
What about that? This guy's got more stories to tell.
What a blessing I feel I have to have had 16 children, and they're all living. And I've got a pretty good bunch of them here today. I'm so thankful to belong to this family. You're all so dear to me, and I'm so happy to see this crowd today.
Well, we had 8 children. I have 35 grandchildren, 15 step-grandchildren, and they all treat me very much with respect and keep me happy.
He has the most beautiful blue eyes in the world. One of them he can see through, and the other he can't see a thing through. But it's beautiful.
We've got Janice and John from Salt Lake here. We're glad to have Janice here with us. You know, I think about Wally and Sarah here. One time we got in the back of a car. It's a car with us. There's a Model A Ford. It had a rumble seat in the back, open air. So Sarah was in the middle. I was on one side and Wally on the other side. Just snuggled up real close. We drove to the Panguitch. got there in the morning, and I think we did because it was cooler at night to drive. But it was quite a trip, and this little guy kept pushing me over to the side. I still got a kick in my side. Anyway, that's Uncle Wally and Sarah.
Having Marie and Wally, just older than me, and then 2 younger brothers, younger than me. No wonder I'm such a funny, weird person. One time we were living on the old Benny Rosenbaum place, remember that? We had no swayback horse. Ray had the reins, I was in the middle, Wally was on the back. We got out in the middle of a big old thistle patch. Wally gets the giggles. He starts sliding off the back of the horse, and he did. But he took me with him, and I took Ray. And my feet still hurt too.
It's a pleasure to be here. See all these beautiful faces, young people and all. My wife Geraldine's sitting right over there. Did you wake up, honey? We have Jack Church as our son by with Geraldine and myself. He lives in St. Anthony's, Idaho, and he's doing real well. He has one daughter, 4 years old, and they're doing real well. We're doing well. We still live over in Fillmore, and I'm sure that Sheldon really appreciates that, and his brothers. But anyway, we're doing real well. We're glad to be here. Thank you.